What's going down, my YTGs? Your boy Hendrix, and we are finally on Olympic break, which is good because I've had a lot of like videos and I guess for ideas for videos. They've been on the back burner for a while, and there has been a certain situation that I've been observing, just been watching since the beginning of the season. I'm not as you all know, you see the video title, but I'm not a Sparks fan, but I do have a couple of favorite players that play on the Sparks. I like Ray Burrell, I like Zia Cooke, and the rookies they picked up, Rikea Jackson, Cameron Brink. I thought the Sparks would be a very interesting team to follow this season, especially since they're in rebuild mode. They got a couple of great rookies, but they also have young talent from a couple of years that they're trying to develop as well, right? Now, this situation is basically, I don't know if I want to call it a feud or controversy. I just call it a situation like it is a small feud, but it's the same old young player that wants to go 100 and team is trying to reel them in. I wouldn't say maliciously, but they're trying to reel them in so that this player can kind of see the same vision that the team sees, right? So it's another case of team is on this page trying to get player to be on the same page with them. But because they're trying to get this player, because it seems like they're trying to limit this player, player thinks that the team is trying to hold player. You get what I'm saying? It's the same old feud like we've always seen in sports. So if anyone says the WNBA doesn't have storylines, just it's not that the W doesn't have storylines, they just don't get covered. Like the media isn't in the trenches in the W to cover these stories, to cover these inner workings. So us being the consumer, the fans, being the average Joes, we have to basically observe ourselves, analyze ourselves. I don't know how many stay down, stay ready posts I can see from Zia Cooke before I think, oh, something's going on, or confirm my assumption that this is the same situation. This is the same situation. It's young player wanting to go 100, Zia wanting to go 100. And I actually left her a comment on her social media saying, I see it. Like, I see this. I see what's happening between you and the team, between you and Curt Miller and the coaching staff. I see it. I know you want to go. I know you want to go 100. You are good enough. Zia Cooke is good enough to be starting in the WNBA. I don't think anyone would debate that. You saw her in her AU season. She can hang with the best of them. And she's a combo guard. She can hang at the 1 and 2 spot. I don't know who the hell was trying to tell me that Zia couldn't guard the 2 when she ends up guarding the 2 anyway. Like, that's the spot that has her name on it, by the way, and that's the spot she's competing for, right? We know Zia can hang at that spot. But Zia wants to go 100 when the team wants her to go 50. And it's not, after stepping back and assessing this situation, I think what's not happening on the Sparks is that dialogue. Because still, a couple months in, we're at Olympic break and they're still not on the same page. Zia had a horrible game a couple days ago against the Dallas Wings, and I did a scouting video breakdown of Zia Cooke's struggles from the eye of the coaches, and then some of the personal things I like to see and some of the personal things I see her doing wrong, just from what I see, my observations, and I will post that video probably after this one. But Zia had a horrible game against the Dallas Wings and picks up a DNP the very next game. So that feud is definitely still there. It's still going, and we're 2 months, we're 3 months into the W season, right? So I wanted to finally talk about this situation and show my analysis of this situation and show that I think the dialogue isn't, the communication isn't clear between both parties. But I also want to say to Zia, I think I realize what's going on in terms of the coaching staff, in terms of Curt Miller, in terms of this position that you're basically trying to play for. So in Zia's defense, she's a player that's shown that basically she's a non-proven player. Like we all know she can start in the WNBA. So she's a proven, non-proven player. So Zia, she wants to go 100 because she's like, I'm capable. Like, I can run the 1. I can run the 2. I can play. I can get y'all a bucket. I can play defense. Like, I'm a college champion. I can run this shit. So Zaya's here like, I can run this shit. You all, Kurt Miller, are holding me back from being able to contribute to the team, right? That's in Zaya's defense. In the coaching defense, the coaching is basically like, we can't put you in this game because you're not composed. We're not going to play you because you're not composed. You're all over the place. You're playing like you want to prove a point to us. We don't need you playing like you want to prove a point to us. We just need you to play well for the team, right? Those are basically the both arguments, right? And now they're still clashing. So while Zia thinks the coaching staff is trying to hold her back, coaching staff's like, the coaching staff's like, yes, we're holding you back because you're not playing for the team. You're playing to prove a point to us. So basically you're playing against us, right? So that's where you have like these two hard heads meeting, right? But what I don't think Zia understands, and this is something that I wouldn't have thought of a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago. But what Zia doesn't understand is that starting 2 spot, because let's say Ari McDonald is going to stay at that 1, okay? I think you can put Zia Cooke at the 1 as well and put Ray Burrell at the 2. However, I think the coaching staff would be hella reluctant to put Ray Burrell at the 2 because her defense is not that good. In comparison to Zia Cooke's defense at these guard spots, Zia's defense is way better than Ray Burrell's defense. And if you're asking Ray Burrell to guard the Jewel Lloyds, the Kayla McBrides, the Jackie Youngs of the world, you would rather have Zia Cooke in that spot. So I don't think the team's really reluctant to put Ray Burrell at the 2, even though they could do that. But in order to do that, both players would have to improve. Both Zia and Ray would have to improve. So especially Ray's defense to put her at the 2. So they can't do that. They'll rather just file her in behind Rakia Jackson at the 3. But either way, what Zia doesn't realize is that 2 spot has her name on it. I think the Sparks, I think Kurt Miller, I think the coaching staff, they want to put Zia Cooke at that. Like that 2 spot is literally Zia's. Like Zia, that 2 spot is yours. That starting spot is yours. The only reason they haven't given you, because I don't want to say much about Kia Nurse, but Kia Nurse now, this isn't New York Kia Nurse. You know, Kia Nurse right now can't hang at that 2 spot. Like, you're just not as able as a Zia Cooke. Like, she's not as athletic. She's slow, like flat-footed. She plays off her heels a lot. Like, Kia Nurse right now can't be the starter for the Sparks. But the reason she is the starter is because the Sparks don't trust Zia Cooke. You get what I'm saying? They don't trust Zia. Due to her gameplay, they don't trust her because, again, they're thinking from the perspective Zia is trying to prove a point against us. So that's why they're hesitant to put Zia in at the 2. However, Zia, they want to put you at the 2. But to get that starting spot, to get those starting minutes, they want you to play at 50. It's not that they don't want you to play at 100. They just want to see that you're going to play the game for the team and not to prove a point against them. It's just all about they want a settled 2. Who can settle the most? Who is the less risky? Kia Nurse only has her starting spot at the 2 because she's less risky. It has nothing to do with her being more talented, her being more skilled, her being a better shooter, her being a better defender, which she's not. She's only a better shooter than Zia. The only reason she has that starting spot is because it's less risky. It's less risky than Zia because Zia is basically, her gameplay is all over the place right now. And the only reason it's all over the place is because she's trying to prove a point, right? Again, I'm not saying that Zia Cooke is wrong. I'm not saying I don't understand what Zia Cooke is doing. But Zia, what I don't think Zia understands, and what I also don't think she's being told is that that starting spot is yours, but you just have to let the game come to you. And I know it sounds cliche, but a lot of the time Zia's on the court, she's not waiting for the game to come to her. She wants to push. Again, she wants to go 100. What I need Zia to understand is they want you in the stalking phase right now. It's like the predator tracking down the prey. The predator don't run 100 all the damn time, right? If you watch these Animal Planet shows, most of the time that stalking phase, that scouting phase that a predator's in just to catch a prey, they're in it for hours. They damn near scout and stalk more than they hunt. Like that duration of hunting is way shorter than that scouting stalking phase. That stalking phase where you're at 50. The hunt is where you're at 100, is where you are in that 100, that go mode, that not stopping, nothing can stop me type mode. The team wants Zia at that 50. They want stalking Zia. They just scout your prey, line everything up, scout your prey, line everything up. We're stalking. Trust that when it's time to hunt, we will let you hunt. But as of right now, we just need you to stalk. But Zia sees that as, oh, you're trying to hold me back. But it's not that you're trying to hold me back. It's not that the team's trying to hold you back, because that starting spot is yours. Those minutes are yours. But you have to show the team that you're willing to stalk. And then when it's time to go, they'll let you go. Because as of right now, the only thing that's holding Zia back, the only reason she's not starting is because Kia Nurse is less of a risk. Again, I don't think that dialogue is clear between both of them. I don't think the dialogue is clear. So that's why I'm just talking to Zia Cooke right now. They want you to stalk. And it's literally the simple things. When I post this video of the film that I'm breaking down, it's the simple shit. It's nothing major. It's not, oh, you missed this 3-point shot, you missed this pull-up shot. It's literally the simple shit. It's the play defense. Don't do stupid fouls when there's 3 seconds left on the shot clock. You get a ball off a rebound, don't turn it over in less than half a second. It's literally the simple shit that can keep Zia Cooke on the floor. It has nothing to do with whether she's assisting, whether she's shooting 6 of 9 from deep. It's all about the simple shit. And you'll see, I think you guys will see that in the scouting video. So I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say, I don't think Curt Miller and the coaching staff and Zia Cooke are on the same page. Zia, the starting spot is yours. It's yours for the taking, but you have to go through that stalking phase first. You have to go through that stalking phase. Then you can start hunting. I know, I'm not saying, Zia, you're doing anything wrong, because I know what position you're in right now. I know you want to go. But instead of trying to prove a point to the coaching staff, understand that what you want is already yours. You don't have to prove a point to them. You just have to play basketball. Let the game come to you. They're not against you. They're just noticing that you're fighting us. We're not trying to fight you. Go fight the fucking team out there, the team that we're playing. Go fight the Aces, the Storm. Don't be battling with the coaching staff. Put all that energy and attention on the team you're going up against, and just settle. Embrace that stalking phase, because when it's time to hunt, when it's time to drop those 20s, when it's time to drop those 30s, when you're dropping double doubles, when you're stealing, when you're all over the floor, when you're playing those 33 minutes, that's the hunting phase, and you're going to be in it. You're definitely going to be in it. There's no doubt about that. But understand that I don't think it's the team that's holding you back. It's just that they're playing who's less risky right now. All you got to do is the simple shit. That's my take on this whole situation. Keep it locked for the scouting video that I have. It's my very first scouting film breakdown that I'm going to post on YouTube. So I hope it's good. I hope you all like it. I don't know why I struggle so much trying to communicate what I see in film. It's like so much easier to do in person than it is on camera. But hopefully you all like it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Let me know what you think about this situation in the comments. Let me know if you think if I analyzed this shit correctly. And then give me your take on this situation. And who do you think should be starting on Sparks anyway? Give me your Sparks. Any Sparks fans out there? Give me your Sparks fan ideal lineup. Anyway, I'm out of here. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Take care. Peace.